Did the ambassador receive any indication, formally or informally, that he might be called for questioning, given an opportunity to testify at the Madanga Commission of Inquiry?
No, there hadn't been any communication. But let me tell you about the Madanga communication. So on a particular day, his name came up. And the context that it came up was him being a minister of police and Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi being an acting being an acting commissioner, national commissioner of police. Mkhwanazi says the minister wanted to stop me from prosecuting the head of intelligence, Mr. Mdluli. That's what he said. That's the only thing, right? So obviously, I was recording that because I was in South Africa and listening to it because I wanted to. And the chairperson of the commission says, I'm not quoting him in verbatim, but something like, the minister doesn't prosecute. You said Mkhwebu was a prosecutor, had declined to prosecute. That's the chair of the commissioner saying that. So when I spoke to him about this, he says, how can I stop prosecution? I'm the minister. If police take the case to the prosecutor, it's for the prosecutor to decide or not to decide.
So, guys, over the weekend, we saw the funeral of the late Ambassador Nathi Mthethwa. And I must say that the way Nathi Mthethwa has died is very suspicious. And something is off, definitely, about the death of Nathi Mthethwa. I know that I'm not the only person who actually believes that there's something sinister that happened with Nathi Mthethwa. And I know that, again, I'm not the only person who believes that Nathi Mthethwa did not kill himself. That's why, ever since this story broke, it has been hard for me to understand the kind of reporting that the media has subjected us to. And it has been hard for me to try to understand what is it exactly that these people are saying to us. Because now, the reports are saying that there is no foul play suspected in the death of Nathi Mthethwa. And apparently, this is what the French authorities are saying. And I'm saying a whole ambassador has allegedly fallen from the 22nd floor of a hotel. And it has also been reported that the same ambassador sent the wife a distress message before his body was actually found. And we are also told that the doors of that hotel cannot be opened. But somehow the ambassador had used the pair of scissors that were allegedly found in that hotel. So why would the ambassador actually kill himself? If this is what these people are actually insinuating, if this is what the report is insinuating, if the media reports is what they insinuating, I mean, why would Nathi Mthethwa kill himself? I've seen people try to make an argument that no, maybe Mthethwa offed himself because he didn't want to appear before Madanga Commission. Maybe Mthethwa was scared that he was being implicated. But I say it is nonsense because, first of all, the findings of Madanga Commission are not binding. So everything that we are hearing today, we are not going to see some sort of action, especially against the politicians. So why would Nathi Mthethwa actually do that? I don't believe that the minister is actually the ambassador has actually killed himself. I cannot believe it, man. I cannot believe it. I remember that the last time when we did the story, his family said that no, man, these insinuations of suicide are false. And even the ANC said that we don't think that Nathi Mthethwa was in that state where he would actually kill himself. So what is actually happening here? What is happening here? This article says that no signs of foul play has been found in the death of South African Ambassador Nathi Mthethwa, according to International Relations Minister Ronald Lamola. The 50-year-old diplomat was found dead on September the 30th, 2025, after falling from the 22nd floor of the Hyatt Regency Hotel. French authorities have indicated that the widow's safety mechanism had been tampered with, but no immediate signs of struggle or drug use were found in the initial examinations. So this thing that he has actually fallen from the 22nd floor, do we know if there's a CCTV footage showing that? Because if the minister or the ambassador had actually fallen from the 22nd floor, I'm sure there would be a CCTV footage somewhere showing that. And was there ever a scene where like people were coming and there was police and it was the ambulances? And I don't think I've actually seen something like that. I don't think I've seen something like that. And I don't know about the CCTV, man. I don't know about the CCTV. And the media has not actually focused on this critical issue of the CCTV. I don't hear them asking about the CCTV, like, do we have the footage of that? Because there should be a footage of that somewhere. This is a French city. There should be a footage of this thing somewhere. Mthethwa had been reported missing the previous evening after his wife received a distressing message from him in which he apologized and suggested he intended to take his life. That's why I'm saying that, guys. I think we as the public, we actually deserve to see this message so that we can make up our own minds. And I don't know, maybe we could actually reach the same conclusion that the people that have seen this message have reached, that this message of his, he apologized and he actually suggested that he intended to take his life. So why are we not being shown this message? What if this message is taken totally out of context? We don't know if this message is taken out of context. That is the thing. And somehow we are just expected to believe that, no, he sent his wife the message that, no, things are so bad for me as the ANC comrades. I know that I'm a multimillionaire and I'm earning a lot of money going around in France and attending these cultural shows. And it's so bad for me. I want to off myself. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. His family, however, has rejected these claims, asserting that he would never take his own life and questioning the circumstances surrounding his death. So, this thing again is insinuating that even his family has actually never seen this message, because they are rejecting these claims, asserting that he would never take his own life. So, why is the family not saying the same thing that the media and supposedly this report is saying? Because by now, I think his family should have seen that message. That, okay, this is what Nathi sent his wife. As much as we didn't believe that he would actually take his life, but this is a message that he sent his wife. And if you think deeper about that message, how sure are we that it's Nathi Mthethwa who actually sent that message? It is something that has never been established that, for a fact, this is Nathi Mthethwa that has sent this message. How sure are we that it is him? And why is his family saying that we are rejecting these claims that he would actually take his life? Is this thing actually trying to tell us that his family never seen this message? that they are talking about. It seems like we are not the only people that are in the dark when it comes to this message that Nathi Mthethwa supposedly sent his wife. It seems like his family is in the dark too. Unless if I'm missing something. Lamola confirmed that French authorities are working closely with the South African officials to determine the exact cause of the death. This statement is a lie because last week it was also reported that the French authorities have pushed back on the idea of the South African government sending the investigators to France. Apparently, 5 investigators were supposed to go to France to conduct the investigation with the authorities, but the French authorities told them that no, there's no need for that. And only 1 investigator will go to France, and he will not go on the ground to actually do the investigation. He will meet the French authorities, maybe to take this report. So why are they saying that? Lamola confirmed that the French authorities are working closely with the South African officials to determine the exact cause of the death. President Cyril Ramaphosa is expected to deliver, but he has already delivered the eulogy at the funeral of Nathi Mthethwa. Mthethwa, a former police minister, had been serving as South Africa's ambassador to France since December 2023. His death has raised questions about the pressure faced by the public figures under the investigation and the safety of diplomats abroad. You know, the one explanation that maybe made a bit of a sense to me is when people said that maybe it is these cartels that have actually reached him. Okay, this explanation actually got me that, yeah, maybe these people that have been implicated are starting to cut the loose threads. And Nathi Mthethwa, maybe he was that loose thread that needed to go away. But to suggest that he killed himself, nah. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't believe it. This family don't believe it. And even the African National Congress, they don't believe it.
Well, as a nation, we should accept that the authorities said they are investigating. And I know there are a lot of speculations, as you say, going around, but I think it's important that we await those investigations to be done, and we urge the authorities to do a thorough investigation, proper investigation, so the family can have closure. We want Pili to understand what really happened. Because as far as we are concerned, Nyambos was not a comrade, was depressed, you know. In fact, a week before he was in a cultural activity, dancing. So it came as a shock to us when...
You heard that we don't believe that he was actually depressed. We don't think that he would actually kill himself. This is what Paul Mashatile is saying. We don't think that he would be that depressed to a point where he would actually kill himself. I mean, these people, man, they have the best therapist, man. Like, the state pays for everything. I'm sure that some of these people, they go to the therapist to speak about the amount of money that they have to spend, and they don't know what to buy. And now, they are Morgan Maumela buying 3 Lamborghinis in the same color because you have totally run out of things to buy. You have apartments, you have everything that the money could buy. To suggest that a comrade would open a window and jump off, man, I'm black, man. I'm black, man. I don't see a black man climbing a window of an apartment in the 22nd floor and jumping there. There is no black man that would do that. I don't believe it. I don't believe that, man. We are scared of heights and we are scared of oceans. This is our nature as black people, man. We are scared of heights. Don't tell me that a black man can open a window of an apartment that is 22nd floor high and jump off from there and tell me and expect me to believe that that man literally opened that window and jumped. No, man. No, this is not what black men do. This is not what black men do. That's why I'm saying, like, it is nonsensical to even suggest that this is what happened. So what is it exactly are we being told? What is it exactly that are we being told? That no, the ambassador worked there and there was a pair of scissors somewhere and he opened that pair, he used that pair of scissors to open the window, and the window, by the way, that has been designed not to open. You saw that window, I think it opens like maybe like this, maybe just for air or something, but it does not open. And he used that scissor to tamper with that. And he somehow succeeded. He somehow succeeded and he jumped off. No, there's no CCTV footage. Nobody saw nothing. There was no breaking news. The South African ambassador has fallen from the 22nd floor. Like breaking news all over the world. No. We are being told that, guys, you know, there's something that we didn't tell you, that the ambassador had been missing and now his body has been found and it looks like he has fallen from the 22nd floor. And don't ask us anything because this is what happened. I don't know, man. I don't know. But it seems like we are on the same boat. Me, other South Africans, the family of Nathi Mthethwa, and even the ANC. That,
You know, in fact, a week before he was in a cultural activity, dancing. So it came as a shock to us when we were told that he took his life. So I would urge that let the investigation be done so that we get a proper report. But for today, we want to beat him forward and thank him for the work that he has done for our nation. Well, as a
seems like the ANC does not believe it too. Seems like even the ANC does not believe. So the question remains, what happened to Ambassador Nathi Mthethwa? What happened? What are your thoughts, guys? So please tell me what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button and the most important part, subscribe. My name is Thomas Mabasa. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.